Hey everyone, in this video we're going to learn about expressions and equations. So let me write an example of an expression right here. 2 times x minus 3 in parentheses. And let me write an example of an equation. X plus 5 equals 10. So the main difference you can see is that an expression, which is this one on the left, 2 times x minus 3, this one doesn't have an equal sign, while an equation, this one on the right, it does have an equal sign. And that's the main differentiator between an expression and an equation. And what we do with expressions and equations is also different. So for expressions, we typically either evaluate them, or we simplify them. And for equations, we solve them. Usually we solve for the variable, which is in this case is x. Solve for x. So that's what we do for expressions, and that's what we do for equations. Now let's take a look and let's simplify this expression right here on the left. So we have 2 times x minus 3 in parentheses. And if you watched my video on properties of numbers, we can use the distributive property to distribute this 2 to each term. So 2 times x is 2x, and 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. So 2 times x minus 3 in parentheses simplifies to 2x minus 6. That's how we simplify an expression. Now, how do we evaluate this expression? Well, in order to evaluate an expression, we need to know what x would be. So the problem would go 2x minus 3, evaluate this expression when x equals 5. So what we would do here is we would rewrite the expression 2 times x minus 3. Now, what we would do is substitute the x for 5. So let's rewrite it 2 times 5 minus 3. And then we can use PEMDAS to solve the rest. So 5 minus 3 is 2. So this comes out to 2 times 2, which is 4. And 4 is what this expression, this original expression, evaluates to when x equals 5. So that's how we deal with expressions. That's how we evaluate them and simplify them as well. Now let's focus on equations. This equation right here, x plus 5 equals 10. So how do we solve this equation? Let me go ahead and move it just a little bit. So we want to solve for x right here. We want to know what value x needs to be to make this equation true. And before doing any algebra at all, if you just take a look, x plus 5 equals 10, well, you might find that 5 plus 5 equals 10. And that is correct. Therefore, x equals 5. And that is our final answer. But we want a more organized way of solving this equation. So what we want to do, the whole goal is to isolate the x. We want to get x by itself. So the whole goal is to isolate the x. So in order to isolate the x, we have to get rid of this plus 5 right here. So how do we get rid of this plus 5? We have to know what cancels plus 5. So the opposite of plus 5 is minus 5. So all we have to do is subtract 5, minus 5 right here, and that will cancel these two. But we can't just go ahead and subtract 5 and then isolate x that way. We have to do it on the other side too. So we're subtracting 5 on the left side of the equal sign right here. So we also have to subtract 5 on the right side of the equal sign. Subtract 5. So that will cancel these out, the plus 5 and the minus 5. And let's write it down. Let's bring everything else down. X is now by itself. X equals 10 minus 5. And 10 minus 5 evaluates to 5. And that is how we solve for x. And that is how we solve equations in general. The whole goal is to isolate the variable. One other thing too when looking at an equation or an expression, whenever you look at these things, you want to know what is the variable and what is the constant. So plus 5 and 10 are constants right here. These are constants because their values don't change. Generally, any number is a constant. And these letters right here, so x, and we can use any letter, A through Z. Most of the time we like to use x. X is a variable because its value changes depending on the situation it's in. So x is a variable, and 5 and 10 are constants. So that's sort of the anatomy of equations. So let's go through a few more examples of first expressions. Let's say we have 4x plus 6 over 2 when x equals 5. So this is an example of evaluating this expression, 4x plus 6 over 2 when x equals 5. So again, all we have to do is substitute this x for 5. So let's rewrite this. 4 times 5. Let me just make it clearly here in red. 4 times 5. And we'll write down the rest of the expression, plus 6 over 2. And let's go ahead and evaluate this. So 4 times 5. 4 times 5 right here is 20. So 20 and the rest of it plus 6 over 2. What's 20 plus 6? That's 26 over 2. And 26 divided by 2 equals 13. So 13 is our final answer, and that is what this expression evaluates to, 4x plus 6 over 2, when x equals 5. So now let's do an example of solving an equation. So now let's say we have a slightly more complicated one, and let's use y as the variable. So 5y minus 9 equals 2y plus 6. So this one's a little more complicated just because we have the variable y on both sides. So just again, y is the variable, and minus 9 and plus 6 are the constants. We also have a constant right here too. 2 times a variable. 2 itself is a constant, and 5 is also a constant. So we've identified our variables and constants, and the whole goal is to isolate the variable. We want to get y by itself. So how do we do that? Well, let's start on the left side right here. Let's focus on the left side first. So we have this plus 9 right here. Or we have this, sorry, minus 9 right here. Let's get rid of it. the opposite of subtracting by 9 is adding by 9. So let's add by 9 on both sides. That cancels these out. Let's bring everything else down. So 5y equals 2y. We're just bringing this down. And 6 plus 9. So what's 6 plus 9? That's 15. Great, so now we're left with this. Now, in order to isolate this y, let's bring this 2y on the same side of this 5y. So this is a positive 2y. What's the opposite of positive 2y? That is negative 2y. So negative 2y on the right side, negative 2y on the left side. These cancel out. Excuse me. These cancel out. And then we have on this side 5y minus 2y equals, these are canceled out, and we're just bringing down this positive 15. So now, right here, we have 5y minus 2y. So 5y minus 2y, these are like terms because it's 5 times a variable y, and it's 2 times a variable y. And we'll talk more about terms and more complicated examples in a later video. But when we have like terms like this, 5y minus 2y, we're able to subtract them, or we're able to perform operations on them. So 5y minus 2y is 3y equals 15. And now we're getting closer to solving for y. Over here we have 3 times y equals 15. So we have 3 times y. What's the opposite of multiplying by 3? So the opposite of multiplication is division. So let's divide by 3 on both sides. Divided by 3, divided by 3. And this 3 will cancel out. And we're left with y equals 15 divided by 3, which evaluates to 5. So that is how we solve this equation for y equals 5. And that's what you need to know about expressions and equations. So I hope this helps, and please let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Thank you for watching.